Welcome back, sports fans. It's Friday night football in Central Illinois. Good evening. I'm Demetrius Sanders.
And I'm Liam Donahue. Kurt Pegler and Matt McClain have the night off. We'll start tonight's high school football highlights with some Mid-Illini Conference action. Washington Panthers hosting the Dunlap Eagles. This game was a defensive battle between two very strong teams. Down at the half 7-0, we're going to have Washington quarterback Nick Williams coming up here, scrambling to his left. He's going to find a little bit of space. He's going to have a nice little spin move right here, dive into the pylon. He's going to find the score. And after the extra point, we're all tied up at 7. And later in the half, we're going to have Nick Williams again, read option. He's going to decide to keep it. A little bit of patience on here. He's going to find his way into the end zone once again. And finally, for possession for Dunlap quarterback Madden Burke, he's going to air this one out, but this one's going to be picked off by Andrew Lewis. Panthers win this one, improve 14-0, and improve to 2-0. And staying in the Mid-Illini, Metamora hosting Limestone in Redbird head coach Jared Gerbner's first game of the home season. First quarter, Connor Willerton, handoff to Zach Post, and he's going to bounce it out and take this one in for the score, putting Metamora up 6-0. And later in the half, Limestone quarterback Travis Lutz, he's going to roll off, find this pass intended for Davion Nunez, deflected into the hands of Hunter Thornton. He's going to outrun some defenders for the score. And after the extra point, Redbirds lead by 6. And finally, before the second half, Zach Poston, handoff, you guessed it, another touchdown. Metamora take this one, 56-14.
Now the East Peoria Raiders head over to Canton to challenge the Little Giants in another Mid-Illini Conference game. First quarter, and the Little Giants quarterback Nick Oldfield fakes the handoff and heads towards the end zone, Canton up 7-0 early on. Canton has the ball again, and now Oldfield will roll out to get it to Colton Hess in the end zone. He makes it look easy. Canton is up 14-0. Now, before the first quarter closes, we have another pass down the field, but the Raiders defense smells it out and gets the pick here. It is East Peoria's Ryan LaHood who nabs the ball. The ball is marked shy just of the goal line. Little Giants end up shutting out the Raiders 35-0. Let's head across the river to Pekin as they host the Morton Potters. Early third quarter action, and Morton's Seth Glatt speeds past the open seam and makes it into the end zone, 35-21 Potters. Still in the third, and Glatz gets his number called again. Another score, 42-21 Morton. Now Pekin showing some life in the fourth quarter. Running back Tanner Sprecher in for the score. Morton still leads 42-28. Morton's Lane Kaufman threw for 3 touchdowns, and Seth Glatz ended up with 3 rushing touchdowns as well. Morton wins in Pekin 42-28.
And Bloomington visiting Normal West for some football action. West's Edwin Velasquez chases down his many. He's going to get a sack for a big loss. But Bloomington's going to fire back. Ben Wellman finds Adam Beasley. He's going to make a tough catch and give the Raiders some good field position. And Wellman drops back again. He can't seem to find somebody, so he's going to take this one himself. He's going to give the Raiders a big game. But Normal West, just a little bit too big. Levi Hess, quarterback, takes the snap, and he's going to push this one in for a touchdown.
Now IVC looking to pick up their second win of the season against Tolono Unity. First quarter, Unity completes a pass, but senior Camden Wallert makes him pay for it with a big hit. Still in the first here, down 7, IVC gets the ball to Aiden Fulton, who gives an incredible effort here to get near the goal line. Now the Gray Ghost going through the air again, this time to Wallert, who shows off what we call a little bit of toe drag swag for the touchdown. This was a great game that went to OT, but Tolono Unity picks up a win 45-39. Now the Princeville Princes hosting the Blue Bullets of Knoxville. Third quarter, down 6. Knoxville's Kellen McClay fields the punt, makes a few defenders miss there, and sets up the Blue Bullets in great field position. That is a great return there. On the ensuing drive, Princeville forces a fumble, but there is a bit of confusion here as to if the ball carrier was down. Now the refs would discuss it here and end up ruling it Princeville's ball. Now later in the third quarter, here's some tough running by Princeville senior Hunter Boland. The Princes end up taking the victory by a score of 22-8.
And U-High taking on Springfield Southeast at Hancock Stadium. U-High's D lineman Zachary Hoffman is going to read this handoff perfectly and gets the tackle for a big loss. And right before the end of the first, Camden Barclay rolls out to his left, and he's going to find J.J. Johnson deep to set the Pioneers up for a really big game. They would take advantage of this as Barclay rolls out to his left. He's going to find Gavin Market in the back of the end zone. U-High Pioneers take this game 49-6.
Now there were other games originally planned for this week, but a number of local teams are out on COVID-19 quarantine. That includes Normal Community, Peoria Manual, Elwood Brimfield, and Farmington. Meanwhile, the football action continues on Saturday. Peoria Notre Dame plays at Peoria Richwoods. Peoria High plays at top-ranked East St. Louis. And there's a full slate of games in the heart of Illinois Conference. We'll have highlights on WMBD News Weekend Edition. Also on Saturday, tip-off of more March Madness. You'll be able to watch two of those games right here on WMBD. That includes Loyola's game against Oregon State. All eyes are on Loyola after last week's big upset against the Alumni. That game starts at 1:40 Central. Then at 4:15, Villanova is up against number 1 seed Baylor. The Baylor Bears are one of the favorites to reach the Final Four. All teams are battling for a coveted spot in the Elite Eight, which begins on Monday.
And one of the best to represent Bradley basketball program, Stan Albeck, died Thursday. Albeck played for the Braves from 1950 to 1952 and again during the 1954-55 season following a 2-year stint in the Army. Bradley University inducted Albeck into its Athletics Hall of Fame in 1959. He leads the university's team to 75 victories, and it was the 1988 Missouri Valley Conference Coach of the Year. Albeck went on to serve as head coach for a number of NBA teams, including the Chicago Bulls. That includes coaching Michael Jordan during his second professional season in 1985-86. Stan Albeck was 89 years old.
Well, that's it for sports. Again, we'll have much more on high school games tomorrow on WMBD News Weekend Edition.
Stick around. Chief Meteorologist Chris Yates has a look at your final forecast for the break.